We're back at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Earlier start, 9 races, so a 6:45 post time for the opener. Paul Lally's here as always to give his selections for the 9 races, and we get underway with a Class 5 over the 1200 metres. Starry Night is on the class drop, as is Modest Gentleman. Pacifies with Cowles come off him. He's moved stables and is now with Francis Loy. Brilliant Pioneer is minus a hood and a tongue tie. He's moved Barnes too. He's now with Ricky Yu. Our class act gets the cheek pieces for the first time. Happily Friends, a 2-time winner over the 1200 metres, and Circuit Splendour up in trip from that 1000 metre third at his last outing. Speed here, Paul. Good to slow. Miracles, Dragon Kingdom both like to go forward, but everybody's going marching 2 by 2.
I don't think they'll get into a speed battle with these two though. We've got Angus is on Dragon Kingdom. We've got Zach on Miracles, Zach Purden. So I don't think, look, if Angus really wants to lead, I'm sure Zach would be happy to hand up and let him go. So, but I think every horse is going to get their chance.
Quite a few horses in our first replay to have a look at. It includes Miracles. There he is up on the outside of the leader, turning for home. Valhalla, a winner a few starts ago. Fingers crossed, and our class actors down on the inside. You're taking any of the 5 out of this one? Yeah,
Miracles. I mean, Miracles, look, he's won 100,000 trials, this horse. Hasn't won on race day yet. He's had 4 seconds, though, from his 16 starts. And, look, he's going to run a race for you. Whether he can get his nose in front, I'm not so sure. But one day he will win a race.
All right, so he's a must for multiples, is Miracles by the sounds of it with Paul. Our next replay features Circuit Splendour running third, and Happily Friends was any old price this night. He did get a perfect run behind the leader, but won't mind the step up in trip.
No, and I don't think Circuit Splendour will mind it either, because Circuit Splendour, that's over 1,000 metres. I think he'll be a lot closer from barrier number 2 over 1,200, and his win was off the 1,200 mark as well. It was in this grade. So, look, I think he can go one further. And Tronic Mighty, who did win this race, just retired recently too, didn't he?
He did too, yeah. He was on the retirements list on the weekend. Some trial form now. Modest Gentleman. He ends up running 4th here. He did improve towards the back end of last campaign. He's had 3 trials. He's gone very fast in quite a few of them. Yeah, look, so from barrier 3, he shouldn't be too far away either. He has run 60 off a 40 rating in the past. He's now down here to this rating of 37. So, look, he's capable. He has been placed, and as you say, his best form was at the back end of last season. One thing about him is he'll be fit with those 3 trials. So, look, I'm going to include him. All right, that is a Starry Night in the orange colours, finishing further back, just a quiet trial around the Sha Tin all-weather for him. Class 5 to kick us off.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to go with Circuit Splendour on top here. I think Circuit Splendour up to 1,200 looks ideal. Starry Night's been downgraded. His win was off 38, was in this class. He's now off this rating of 40. Miracles is just so consistent. A Modest Gentleman now with Francis Loy. 11, 1, 5 and 3.
It's a Jerry Chow, Benno Jung combination to take the first at the Valley. And race number 2, the preview now, and the second race is over the 1,000 metres, up to Class 4 for it, as opposed to America Spexo and Amazing Ace. They're coming down from Class 3, with Amazing Ace having the blinkers off and the tongue tie going on. Happy United resumes on the back of 2 trials. Golden Champion on debut. He's had 7 trials, 3 this season. Boombaya's had 2 trials prior to his resumption. Diamond Flare with the blinkers off. And Diamond Soars is a last start winner, but that was on the class drop. He's a horse that's won twice over the 1,000 metres. He also has very good pace, Paul. Ace Talent might do it tough from his wide draw. Diamond Flare, an Amazing Ace who's been disappointing, will get a £7 claim for Angus Chung in behind the leader. Yeah, well, he's got barrier 1, so I think he can be positive from there. Golden Champion is the debut run. He's had 7 trials to get him ready. Nishikado midfield there with Savvy Delight. Bombaya as well. Horses, Happy United. The query for me is Gorgeous Vitality. He's actually led in the past, and he has got Zach Purden aboard, but 1,000 metres from a wide draw, I just thought they'd be more comfortable taking him back. That is barrier number 10, that wide draw that Paul speaks of for Gorgeous Vitality. Ace Talent 10th here, but he covered ground. Savvy Delight 3rd. He makes up a lot of ground late, Paul, and mind you, the winners come from behind him in Happy Day, but he was running on. Yeah, it was a good run, I thought, from Savvy Delight, so I'm going to include him. Ace Talent, we know he's capable here, but he's just got this horrible draw, and I just wonder where he's going to be in the run. So as such, definitely going to include Savvy Delight into the numbers. There he is, just in between horses there. He has to settle for a very narrow third. Off to the trials now, and this is the horse that you were talking about in the speed map, Gorgeous Vitality. He was second on the rail from a handy draw in this trial. The winner gets away the grey, but he wasn't really pushed out to chase him down, was he?
No, he wasn't. Look, this is the thing, the query horse for me. He's one of 59. He's at this rating of 58 at the moment. Barrier number 10, what do they do? I mean, there's options to go forward, but, you know, he might want to try and tuck in behind one of the wider runners there, and Ace Talent, but... or just keep pushing for the lead or go back. So I'm just not sure where he's going to be.
Beaten favourite last time, Gorgeous Vitality. Rolling on to Chungfa now. Happy United has had 2 trials. He ran second, and then he stays on and wins this one all of the way. What about his chances first up?
Yeah, look, I'm going to include him as well. He's one off a rating of 50, slightly higher at 55. Another one with a wide draw, and I think he's more likely to go back. I mean, Gorgeous Vitality, there's a query, but I think he will go back with Hugh Bowman aboard from the outside draw.
He rides for Jamie Richards. Who do you like in the second?
I'm going to go with a horse that called A Americ to Spexo, and we can have a look at this piece of track work now. Here it is now. He's coming down nicely. He's under a really good hold as he finishes off. It's an 800-metre gallop for him. He's second up, John Sizes. We've seen John Size kick off a season very impressively with a horse last time. So he's on top. We're going to go with A Americ to Spexo on top for me, and I really like this horse coming to this race. He's been downgraded as well. Savvy Delight in there for second, Happy United and Gorgeous Vitality. We've talked about those other 3, but 1, 4, 5, 3 for me.
Nice save there, Paul, with A Americ to Spexo just slotting in late with the track work, and the on-top selection for race number 2. The Flying Handicap is race number 3, and it's over the 1,200 metres and is a Class 4 with Righteous Arian at the top of the book, carrying 134 pounds. Side Hero has the blinkers off and the one-eyed blinker going on. Hero Star is minus the crossover noseband. Double Win makes a delayed debut. He was due to race a couple of weeks ago when the meeting was off. Hinakami Kagura has the crossover noseband off and the hood going on. Earplugs again on Stormtrooper, Tatnam minus a hood and pacifiers. And Magic Traveller, he's resuming, and he won't be wearing pacifiers for the resumption. The speed here for the third race has Hero Star leading. We know he likes to go forward. Hinakami Kagura showed pace on debut. Also, Paul, Happy Trio tucked in behind the leader.
Yeah, he's got a nice draw, Happy Trio of 2, so I think they'll be positive. A Double Win now, he comes into the race. He's on he's the debutant, and the tongue tie and the cross noseband will go on him. 1142 pounds. Happy Soul, Tatnam. Righteous Aaron gets back. Joy of Spring, a little bit of a query because he's only had the one start and missed it. So from his draw of barrier 10, I think they'll probably choose to go back anyway.
We'll talk more about Joy of Spring shortly after we have a look at the replay of Righteous Aaron. He's well back in this race, Paul. He ends up running third. He doesn't win a lot, just 1 from 10. But he's also never far away. No,
he's had 2 seconds, 3 thirds and a 4th. So, look, he always runs a bit of a race for you. His win was off 52. Now, because he's been so consistent, he's a victim of his own success because he's sort of been creeping up in the ratings, and now he's up to a rating of 59. But, look, he finishes off nicely in a few more strides. He just about wins that race.
That was Righteous Aaron. Now here is Joy of Spring in his first start. There he is down on the inside. Hero Star 9th, disappointing. Stormtrooper well back. He has trialled better since this race at Happy Valley on a Saturday morning, but the one you want to focus on is the one in the pink and white.
Yeah, a really good run from him. Hero Star never led here because there was a lot of pace in this race with Colonel leading, and you can see him coming through the inside there. He managed to really finish off strongly after missing the start, so it was a really good run from him, and if he's learnt from his debut run, I think he's going to be tough to beat.
Good report for a Joy of Spring. Staying at Happy Valley for a replay now. Double Win, 2 trials. This season, he's had 4 in total. Second in the first one behind O-Liner, beaten 5. He wasn't asked to chase him down. Ridden up a touch in the straight here, but he does stick on well, and the horse that beats him is Baby Crystal.
Yeah, and look, I thought the trial was not too bad. As you say, he's had the 4 of them, 2 plus 2, tongue tie on, cross noseband off. He's 1142 pounds for his debut run, and I haven't minded his trials. Look, he was right on the cusp. He didn't quite make it in, but I'd be interested to see how he does go.
All right, Keegan DeMello takes the ride on him. And Sight Hero, his last start was over at Shartin. He comes back to his happy hunting ground of Happy Valley. Here's a piece of work from him.
Yeah, look, blinkers come off him. Another consistent horse that doesn't win out of turn. He's only had the 3 starts. His last win was off 51. He is up to this rating of 59 at the moment, but look, he's working well enough.
Not a bad race, this one.
It's quite good. It's a good race here, and I'm going to go with Joy of Spring in this race. He's only had the one start, did miss it, but look at the work after that was fantastic. Righteous Arian, look, he doesn't win out of turn, but he almost won at his last start. Happy Soul, I thought would get a nice run. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 3. He's one of 45. He's slightly higher at 53, but has run third off this rating. And Side Hero we just talked about there. 5, 1, 4 and 2.
That is the preview for race number 3. It is the first leg, the early treble. The distance class 5 is race number 4, and they run it over the 1650 metres with travel guide now with Jimmy Ting on the class drop, cheek pieces and the crossover noseband off. The blinkers go on for the first time. Right Honourable beaten favourite first up, Faithful Trinity Place first up. Medic Elite's running again, we see him most weeks. Wider draw for Super Buddy. Further down, Beauty Nova has the cheek pieces on for the first time, and Happy Matador cross noseband off. Tongue tie has been re-added to him. Speed Paul, Faithful Trinity, he goes forward. Super Buddy, poor old Medic Elite gets the claim this week, but is out there wide again.
Yeah, he's drawn wide once again. He was wide last time. He drew 10 last time. He's drawn barrier 11. This time, Chumwan Glory, another one drawn wide, be looking for some cover. Turtle again is back in distance, but he should be just sort of back in midfield. Travel Guide, Beauty Nova. Look, Right Honourable, they rode him closer last time. I don't think it worked. I think he's a better horse ridden back.
All right, drop out and let him run home at the end. We are going to start, though, with a replay of Chumwan Glory, who's definitely getting better. Super Buddy, Yichong Warrior, he's had 2 starts at this time in Paul. He ran 4th first up behind Chu Chow Brother, beaten a length and a half, and he goes oh so close to beating Viva Alar in this.
Yeah, a really nice run from him, so he definitely goes in the numbers, as is Chunwan Glory. I think he keeps improving as well. He's one of those pale colours coming down the outside, but you can see coming through nicely there, Yichong Warren just couldn't quite get to the eventual winnow. Did set up some fast sectionals and just managed to hang on.
He did, there wasn't too much in it. Shorthead the official margin that he missed by Yichong Warrior. Turtle again struggled when he first got here. He's had the 10 starts now, just the one placing. This was the placing at Sha Tin. He seems to have found a home in Class 5.
He does, and look, I thought this was not a bad run from him. He finished off really strongly in this particular race. I mean, you're right. He's in the right grade here. The grey horse, he's come out and run second on the weekend as well. So he's been racing well recently. So look. Back to the tight Happy Valley track might suit him now.
Okay, it's got a report for Turtle again. Next up, we've got Faithful Trinity, Right Honourable. This is 2 starts ago for Medic Elite because he raced last week, but we're showing this replay, Paul, because it is form around a number of his opposition on Wednesday night. Yeah,
look, the thing with Right Honourable is, and it was a small field, and it's just he drew well, and it was just the circumstances that he was a little bit closer. I think in this race now, and there was no pace really in the race, with a lot more pace in this particular race here, I can just see him from his draw dropping out towards the back barrier number 9, and I think he'll run better. I've included him because I don't want to give him up just on that one run.
And finally, Double Show, just a small field. There he is down on the inside. He drew barrier number 3 in this race. Will draw barrier number 1 in the 4th. Can he go on with it and figure in the money again this week?
Well, look, I wonder about the form in this race because there wasn't much in it at all, and we had a $1.40 favourite there, the widest run, who's had a run since, hasn't he? A superb. Superb Movie, it was called. But look, yeah, I'm just worried about this one, and he's still a maiden, this horse.
All right, that's some replays for the 4th, but you're going for a bit of Turtle power.
Yeah, I like Turtle again, actually. I think he can turn it round, coming back to 1650 at Happy Valley. Yichong Warrior will go close. Chunwan Glory out of the same race, and I didn't want to leave Right Honourable out either, because he's so well rated, the veteran. 5-2, 10-3.
And race number 4, the Class 5 over the 1650 is leg number 1 of 6 up. Trophy race on Wednesday night is the Longines Cup. It's race number 5 and it's over the 1200 metres. Solid Charlo's on the class drop and David Hayes has put the blinkers on. Harmony Home resumes. Kazi Farazi's won 6 times at 1400 metres. He's coming to Happy Valley where he's placed just 1 from 9. Mr Good Vibes is on debut. Round the Globe, second last time to Lucky Archangel. Healthy is minus the hood but gets the tongue tie going on. And Perfect Peach is second up, and he has a win and a second next to his name when he has been second up in the past. Paul, with Active Faith leading, Harmony and Home outside of him, is it a case of no real leader in this?
Correct. Yeah, look, Round the Globe led last start, so he might actually even lead. But I just thought from barrier 4, they might be positive there on Active Faith, because when he did win his race, he did lead. So we'll see what happens there between those two. But I wouldn't be surprised if it switched around and Round the Globe did lead. Harmony and Home there. The first starter, Mr. Good Vibes, I think he'll be midfield.
We can dig a little further into Round the Globe now, because Nick had a little chat to his jockey, Alexi Bedell.
Alexi, Round the Globe, one of your rides on Wednesday night, looks a pretty good chance on what we saw last time at the Valley.
Yes, indeed. I think the horse is in good form, has improved. He showed that course and distance in Happy Valley was good for him, and I expect him to run a good race from an inside draw.
The draw, obviously, is certainly one positive, as you say, from an inside gate. And given the nature that he ran his race last time, blinkers on first time, went forward, was that always the plan to be positive on him?
No, but you know, you have to take advantage of the inside gate, and Happy Valley is pretty smooth when you have the speed to go forward. So the horse was quick enough to have a nice trip in front, and I had no hesitation to take that position, you know. It's obvious that the horse can follow some other horses if the pace is too quick. It's just a matter of take the benefits of the inside gate, have a good jump, and put the horse wherever he's comfortable in the right spot.
You've had chance to sit him again since, I believe. Have you felt him improve out of that run last time?
Yeah, the horse is fit. He's in good form. He's trying hard, so I can see him run a very good race. Hopefully, we can win this one.
It's interesting you say he's trying hard, because he did last. I mean, the quality that really stood out for me, Alexi, was that he kept battling on and didn't want to get beat. Ultimately, he did, I know, but he's got a really good attitude, hasn't he?
Yeah, good attitude. Like, we have to remember, he's still a young horse. He's improving. So I think he's been consistent, you know, without winning. So hopefully we can deliver this time.
You ride him for Ricky Yu. This morning, as we speak, you've trialled Voyage Bubble. How's he?
He feels great. He feels great. I was very pleased. The horse been away from races and training for a long period, and today he felt great, moving well and good attitude.
Any idea where he goes, or where we're likely to see him, Alexi, or is there no plan as yet?
No plan yet. I'll leave it to the trainer, but the horse feels good, so I think his preparation is going all right.
Alexi Bedell there on Voyage Bubble, and also his ride round the globe. We're heading on, Paul, to Solid Shala, who's been to the trials since running 7th when second up behind Yellowfin. He comes back in trip, and he comes down into class number 4 for the first time.
Really caught the eye in class 3 starts ago, this horse, when finishing second. And then he sort of ran down the track in his last 2 in smallish fields. He's come here, he's won this trial nicely. So, look, the Happy Valley should be okay for him. He's only had the one run here, though, and didn't do too much last time he was here.
All right, that is Solid Shala. And finally, more trial form, Harmony and Home. He's a horse that we see plenty of times on a Wednesday night. He has won first up in the past. There he is last at the moment in this trial. Yeah,
2-time winner here at Happy Valley as well. So, look, the trial wasn't too bad. He's drawn 9, so they might just have to use him up a little bit, but I think he'll go forward from that wide draw. Another one I didn't quite get in, but look, you wouldn't be surprised if he ran quite well.
Lolly Hudson takes the ride on him for Denny Shum, and the horse that wins that trial is Golden Warsteed. He's just there on the inside in those red colours. I think you're with Alexi here, aren't you?
I am. Look, I really liked Round the Globe last time, actually, and he just failed to beat Lucky Archangel. He's come out and won again, so it's a strong form race. Even though they ran really slow, the horse that won has won again, so I think he can win. Now, I'm going to put Perfect Peach in. He should be a bit of a prize, Perfect Peach. He's won second up in the past. He's in that state now, and he comes in with a really light weight, with Angus Chung taking weight off his back. Another one with a light weight is 8Z Torben. He looked like a well-beater when he did win his second start off 52. He hasn't really gone on with it. He's rated 47, but I think he'll get every opportunity with a light weight. And Healthy, another one who's been working really well coming into this race. So I do like Round the Globe. I like 3 that should be good odds around them. 8, 11, 12 and 9.
And that is the preview for the Longines Cup race number 5, the first leg of the Triple Trio. Race 6 is the horsepower handicap, and it is over the 1650 metres Class 4 event upcoming this one, and Kasapapa cops a wide draw again. Master Tornado's had 2 trials for his resumption. Snowalot 1 start at the 1650, he was placed. Win-Win Fighter back in trip, and Unicorn's a last start winner, but he carries an extra £10 for it. Happy Valley debut for E-Glory. Palace Pal first up has the visor going on. A better draw for Beauty Mission, and Happy Hood, who's been disappointing, has his first look around the smaller circuit of Happy Valley. Paul Master Tornado's been handy enough in his trials. Win-Win Fighter, Snowalot, and then back to Super Baby and Happy Hood.
Yeah, again, this lacks a lead of this race, but we've seen Master Tornado when he steps up and trip lead. So, and he's run well off the front before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does lead. Amazing boy midfield there with Beauty Mission. Kasapapa from a wide draw have to go back. M Unicorn, I think, will have to go back from his barrier 10 as well.
We can find out if he's doing that right now, because here's Nick with the rider of M Unicorn, Harry Bentley.
Harry Bentley, I googled the term hacking up recently and it came out with the answer M Unicorn. He was pretty good last time, wasn't he?
He was. Overcame a bad draw and not the ideal trip, but he certainly won very well.
The nature of the performance, as you say, he did win very well. Talk us through that, because his run prior had been good, and I guess you and the team were always confident coming into that race last time.
Definitely confident, off a lightweight as well, and his previous run was very strong over a trip that was too short for him. So stepping up last time really helped him, and yeah, he won extremely well.
He was noticeably widest into the turn. You must have always been confident that he would obviously stay and see out that extra bit of distance, given the nature of what you had to do turning in.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the ideal trip. I didn't want to come that wide, but as I was just making up ground around the bend, a horse in front of me was just coming back into my lap, so I had no other choice but to go around him. And for him to have won like that, covering the extra ground, was quite impressive, but I knew he'd stay out the trip well.
They haven't missed him, Harry. They put him up £8. He's actually got an extra 10 to carry, but given sort of the profile of him, upwardly mobile, would you be confident there's still a bit more sort of juice to squeeze out of the orange?
I would say so. He's a big horse, and I don't think the extra weight on his back is going to harm him too much. I still think he's pretty well in off his mark.
From gate 10, do you hope it plays out a bit like last time? It is the same barrier.
Yeah, look, it's a wider barrier than ideal. I'd love to have been closer to that rail, but it is what it is. I hopefully won't be going too wide around the bend like last time, but if he can do as much the same, I'll be happy.
Thought David Hall was going to crash into Harry there for a second in the background, but no harm done to either. We move on now to our replays. Paul and Snowalot over at Sha Tin last time ran 4th over the 1600 behind a horse you've got a poster on the wall of, Ching Ching Glory.
Yeah. Now this horse here, he's been placed once over the course and distance, has Snowalot. We've seen him perform over shorter distances, but that second wasn't too bad behind Concerto here at Happy Valley. You can see now they didn't go overly quick here. He sort of hit the lead there, I think. Well, he was a clear second at this stage and just swamped late. So look, it was a nice enough run from him, and I've included him.
All right, that is a good report for Snowalot. Has raced well when he has come to Happy Valley over the shorter trip also. Next up, it is a Win-Win Fighter. This was 1,800 metres last time. He does have a wide draw at barrier number 11, but both of his wins have been the 1650. Yeah,
so that looks a good thing for him as well. Again, I'm not sure how strong this form race is going to be coming out of this particular contest. But look, he finished off nice enough, but he looked like he needed every inch of the 1,800. So although he has won over the 1650, as we know, look, I haven't included him in the end, but just the draw put me off as well.
Okay, watch on Win-Win Fighter. We go on to Beauty Mission, who ends up running 3rd. Now, he's yet to win a race. He's placed a few times, including making up quite a bit of ground in this one.
He's placed off a rating of 63, and he's at a rating of 43 now. So he's basically 20 rating points below that. If he's going to win a race, I think it's this one. Look, he's drawn a lot better. He came out, he finished off this race strongly, and I thought it was a good run from him. So I think this could be his race.
And June Planet, who beat him, is in good form, and on that, he's on top.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him, Beauty Mission, because I like the way he hit the line, and like if he ever is going to win one, I thought it'd be this. Obviously, M Unicorn absolutely hacked up last start, we heard that interview, but he's gone up quite a few rating points for that. He's gone from 41 to 49, so he's gone up 8 for it. But I still think he'll run well from the wide draw. Snowalot and Master Tornado, as I said, he can run well off the front. 11, 6, 3 and 2.
Paul with the Matthew Chadwick, Frankie Law combination in race number 6. You're watching the race by race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. And race number 7 is up now. It's a Class 3 over the 1,650 metres. Escape Route first up on the back of 3 trials. Romantic Lau last start winner carries an extra £8. Viva Hunter 3-time course and distance winner. CP Brave is now with Ricky Yu. Blinkers off, the visor goes on. Capital Legends on a 7-day backup. Charity Bingo is minus a shadow roll. Family Folks, he's having his first look at the 1,650, and Thesis, a stable change. He's now with Frankie Law. Speed map Paul, Outgate goes forward. He gets that claim for Angus Chung and a good draw. Escape Route. Poor old Red Majesty might have to do it a bit tough though.
Yeah, I think he'll get across, but he might just have to work a little bit in the early stages. Escape Route, look, he's gone forward and he's gone back in the past. So from barrier 8, I just thought he might be a little bit more forward. Silver Sonic will be trying to slot in somewhere from his wide draw. Capital Legend gets back, we know that. Thesis is drawn well. He should be towards the back. CP Brave and Show Respect.
First 2 out of our first replay do battle again. It's Romantic Lau, who was Cody Mo's first winner in Hong Kong. Silver Sonic on the inside. He has a much wider draw in this race. Romantic Lau, Paul, has a better draw, but Zach was able to slot in beautifully by the winning post the first time in this.
Yeah, so he took draws out of the occasion, and it was a nice win from that. Can he go back-to-back? That's the question. He's a hard horse to leave out. But I like the way Silver Sonic did fight on, and if he gets any sort of cover, I think he can be a good chance as well. So he did win with a bit in hand, Zach, but he's gone up in the ratings accordingly.
He has, so turn of the weights for Silver Sonic to try and beat him home this week. We move on to Capital Legend and Viva Hunter. Viva Hunter leading up here, and we know he is proven over the 1,650. And Capital Legend, he ends up running in this race second. He did disappoint last week when 6th behind Ivy League. Didn't make too much ground.
No, he didn't. I don't know if he totally had the race run to suit. Did Capital Legend, but look, Viva Hunter's honest. You know what you're going to get with him. He always runs a race. He was still in front at the 200 metre mark and was just swamped late. So look, with this run under his belt, I'm including him just on a minor line.
Okay, that is the one in the orange and black there, Viva Hunter. We look at Outgate now running second. This has been his best performance since arriving in Hong Kong. It was over 1,400 metres. Now, steps up in trip, won over 1,500 at Chester and placed twice over the mile before arriving. Just
been once to the Happy Valley and he ran last behind Jolly Ruler, so that has to be a little bit of a query here. Look, he's obviously in better form now and he stayed on nicely enough. He was sort of no match for the winner, who did win really nicely, and they did finish in a bit of a clump behind him. Let's Do It, the one that's running thirds, running on the weekend. But look, I haven't included him then. I just wonder about Happy Valley for him.
All right, that was the grey, and off we go to the trial around Thesis, and you're going to make a strong case for him.
Look, I'm going to make him the long shot. Hopefully he deserves to be a prize because he's got no form whatsoever here in Hong Kong. But he's changed stables. He's now, and he's put on 41 pounds. We'll get a sort of a take from Jenny in the paddock about the 41 pound increase. But I've liked his trial, so I'm going to say it's a positive for him. Maybe I'm on one run too early, but I just like the way he finished this trial off. I thought it was easy. Now, it's hard to see it, Chung Fa, but we saw Frankie Law, who's got this horse now with a first starter, new horse to a stable, win at big odds on the weekend, lucky with you. So hopefully this can do the same.
It's a tried pattern. You're going to go with it again?
I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I didn't go with it last time, but I'll go with it this time with Thesis. Had really good form in the UK before he got here as well, and he's had that season to acclimatise. Silver Sonic and Romantic Lau coming out of that same race, and Viva Hunter, 12, 10, 2 and 3.
And race number 7 doubles as the first leg of the second treble. First division of the Class 3 1,200 metres is the Speedy Handicap, race number 8, with Dragon's Luck making his Happy Valley debut. Grateful Heart is on the class drop. Wonder Kit, better draw, down into barrier number 1. Accolade Start makes his Hong Kong debut. Capital Delight, dead heated last time, carries an extra £3 for it. E-Universe's best form has been in Class 4. Phoenix Lights first up, and Happy Golf's won twice over the 1,200 metres, but they have been across at Sha Tin. Rolling to the front, Paul O'Liner at work last time, so why not try it again?
Yeah, I think Dragon's Luck's going to come across. Now, he might be 3/4 of a length behind O'Liner as he gets across. Magic Phoenix will try and get across from 12, so that'll put the pace into the race. I mean, if O'Liner he skips clear like he did last time, Dragon's Luck, in theory, could actually get him behind him. But I thought Wonder Kit, he won't be far away with Zach aboard. E-Universe should get a nice run. He's got a lot better draw. And Magic Phoenix, I said, might have to work. And Accolade Start's got an awkward draw for his debut run in Hong Kong.
The focus is the likely leader, O'Liner. Nick with his jockey, Luke Ferraris.
Luke O'Liner is a ride that you'll get on board Wednesday night. Showed some good dash last time to go and win, and never headed. It was a good performance, wasn't it?
It was. He's a bit of a quirky horse in the gates, but when he gets it right, he flies out. And he sort of established the lead early, and he rolled along at a nice tempo and kicked off it, so it was a good win.
How important do you think it was for him to sort of get that slightly unpestered lead? I mean, there's a bit more pace in this race, for example.
There is, but saying that, he does have a high cruising speed. So whether there is or isn't competition for the lead, it's not. I don't think it'll bother him too much, because he is going to a horse that rolls along at a genuine tempo, and that's the way he did it last time, and he seemed to enjoy it. So probably be the game plan again.
Maybe not so much for you. I think you've only ridden him just the once, but maybe for connections, Benno Young and co. But he had some solid enough form overseas, so it probably didn't come as the biggest shock to see him win a race like that. Would that be fair?
I think it would. He is lightly raced in Hong Kong, so he's probably still getting used to the place and acclimatising a bit. But he produced a good win last time, and hopefully he just builds on it.
I guess the slight negative, Luke, is the fact he's drawn 8 gates out from last time in 9 now, going from 1 to 9. So that probably makes the job that little bit tougher.
It probably does, but in saying that, he does have a lot of natural gate speed. If he gets the jump right, he can be a bit of a tricky customer in the barriers. But like he got it right last time, and he flew the lid. So if he can just do that again, he should come across with some ease.
Luke Ferraris there on O'Liner. Dragon's Luck, Paul, is running, well, he's in front turning for home here, but running second at the end. Is he the sort of horse that you think will be able to adapt straight away to Happy Valley?
I think he is, because of his front-running style. He's never been here before. He's well over the 1,100-pound mark, so he's quite a big horse, Dragon's Luck. But look, the way he races, I think he will be able to get round the bends okay. Wide draw to overcome. I think he can get outside the leader, and if he does, that gives him a chance. He's not on top, but I've got him in.
Modular Construction is the horse that runs him down, and he has just been consistent right throughout his career, so nothing wrong with the form around him. Our final replay features Capital Delight, who dead heats and he weaves through the centre. Beauty Glory would need to improve a bit, wouldn't he? Yeah,
he would. He doesn't go in for me, but I am going to put Capital Delight in. It was a nice enough run for him. You could see him sort of held up once he got into the clear. He did finish off nicely, so look, he definitely goes in.
And there he is in those yellow and red colours. He storms through the centre late, and he's had the 4 starts for that dead heat. Barrier number 7. He does go out to barrier number 10 in this race, race number 8. Your selections?
Going to go with Wonder Kit. Look, I think this horse will get the perfect run just in behind, and can be tough to run down. Dragon's Luck, first time at the Valley. Capital Light, we just saw. And one we haven't talked about is number 11, Happy Golf. He ran 5th on his seasonal debut and ran really well. Comes in with a lightweight. I can see him running on strongly at the end, and he did look good at the back end of last season. 3-1-6-11.
Inside draw, Wonder Kit, Zach Purton, Francis Loy for Paul in race number 8. Nine races a Wednesday night. You better have a look at the last now and try and find you a winner of the second division of the Class 3 over the 1,200 metres, and Son Pak Fu is on the class drop. Lucky 8 wide draw, but gets a £7 claim. Hoss is a 3-time course and distance winner. Call Me Dandy beaten favourite last start. Toronado Phantom Race wide win first up. Got last start winners in Class 4 of Savvy Chic, Lucky Gore and co-partner Ambition. And Happy Mission, Mark Newman brings him to Happy Valley for the first time. He's trialled here and the blinkers have been removed. The pace, Paul, is set up by Call Me Dandy and Lucky 8, drawn wide, 11 and 12, and they have the speed to work over. I
think they have. Call Me Dandy obviously hasn't been here under race conditions before, but I think he can come across with Lucky 8. Co-partner Ambition led last time in a lower grade, so he won't be too far away. Savvy Chic. Son Pak Fu's led in the past, but it was a long time ago and he runs better with cover. Thought Happy Mission might be a little bit closer. Windicator Family went back on his Hong Kong debut.
Straight to the trainer of Call Me Dandy, Nick with Francis Loy.
Francis, Call Me Dandy is one of your runners on Wednesday night. First go around Happy Valley. Let's chat about his run so far this season. He's run very respectable in 2.
Actually, he's the honest horse, but look at his last 2 runs. He seems that's what I think. Maybe Happy Valley's short streaks suit him.
Just having a look through the notes for his last run there, Francis, he was found to have had blood in his mouth. Just talk us through that. What was the extent of that, if anything?
I'm not sure, but we'll see how he runs. But unfortunately, he got a bad draw.
You've got the best man on board to overcome that draw as well. You and Zach Purton, I think, 2 from 2 this season. So how do you try and overcome Gate 11? Obviously never an easy task at Happy Valley.
I think at this stage, we don't know. I think you have to see the track bias, the previous race. I think he will know what to do.
From Francis now, Paul, to Lucky 8, and the other one in this replay upcoming is Hoss. Are you putting either of or both these 2 in?
Yeah, both of them actually. I think they're both good chances. Hoss will come on after this run, and we know he's a really good horse around Happy Valley, so he'll strip fitter from it. And Lucky 8, I thought was a big run because he was wide most of the way, and he still finished off. That's why I think they'll be trying to be positive and get across. I mean, Magic Phoenix likes to go forward as well, so he'll be trying to beat Magic Phoenix to that spot.
Good report for both that pair, Lucky 8 and also Hoss. There's a newcomer in our final replay. It's a trial with Amazing Run, who ends up running 4. Sonpak Fu leads for home. He loves his way around the 1200 at the Valley. What of these 2?
Sonpak Fu, I'm just worried about his fresh up record isn't that good, and he's got to carry 133. Amazing Run, now he's a big boy. He's had 3 trials. He's 15 pounds. I don't know how he's going to be suited here to the Valley. He was a good scientist when he raced over in Australia before he got here. Look, the trial was good enough. I just wonder at 15 pounds if he needs to run. You know, it's a big horse. Another one I'll default to Jenny with on that one, so I left him out.
All right, so we'll leave out the big horse and leave out Sonpak Fu as well.
Yeah, I left them both out actually after all that. So that neither of those ones go in. But I think from the wide draw, Call Me Dandy and Lucky 8 can come across together and they can fight it out. So on pace, dominated race this one. 5 to beat 2. Hoss will go a lot better with his run under his belt. And one way outside the square is Happy Mission. We saw Mark Newnham win with a roughie down the bottom of the weights as well. He's now got Happy Mission. Now this horse has had a run. That was at Sha Tin, and he ran last. He's never been to the Valley before, and looking at his overseas races, I think he'd be a horse quite well suited. He had plenty of runs before he got here. From barrier 3, he'll get a nice position with a light weight, so I thought he might just sneak into exotics at a massive price. 5, 2, 3, 12.
There you have it. That's a preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. 9 races. The first gets underway at 6:45 on the B course for Longines Cup night.